Hello and welcome to part 8 of our Dominion 6 playthrough as MA Nidavangr. So in the last episode we did some pretty good conquesting of Nabaa. We've kind of got them pushed back into a little bit of a corner. We think they've only got about 4 territories left. We'll try and maybe get a scout over here. And in fact, to do that, we will get a Crow Clan scout in Iskapeni as I'm talking about it. As for our troops here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to get them to move over to Murias, hopefully be able to detect any counterattack coming from Nabaa. Doesn't look like there's too many forces there, but we'll just have to wait and see. In the same token, I think we'll get another scout at the range of light. We want to send somebody into Nabaa when we can, and we do actually want another scout. We want a bunch of scouts, as many scouts as we can. We'll need somebody to try and breach the fortification in the Bog of Beasts once we get there. Our supply usage is looking fine. That's thanks to all of our nature bears being very useful, giving us a little bit of supply bonus thanks to their nature levels. So we shouldn't have much trouble taking over the swamp. We'll have to have a look when the rest of our forces get there, but I think we should be okay. We're already starting to damage the walls, so it should be a couple of turns before that falls. We'll see what's in there, and we'll decide on our tactic from there. As it stands over here, we've got a bunch of cub warriors, as well as 2 lovely ladies. I think now we are actually safe enough that we could potentially start to build another fortification or palisades here. Then again, Irene could be a better shout just because of the distance. So yeah, we'll cancel that. What we'll do is we'll get another cub mother over here. We're going to build up. Can't get her this turn. Can we get a scout this turn? We can indeed. We'll get scout here instead. We'll use the scout to start building a fortification in Irene in a second. And we'll actually get these lovely ladies to join us in our fight. So we'll just get these guys to hold and attack closest, set them on the flank. These guys just fire closest. Staying behind the troops, we've got Ragnar as well, so they'll both come in. Let's have a little look at our saved scripts. So yeah, we'll just get him to do the Moss Body Personal Barkskin, and we'll see his position here. So yeah, we'll move him up. He'll buff up these Nidbathed. Give him a couple of Moss Bodies, and that should do us fine. Arrowcatcher's here. He's got a bunch more troops he can pick up, so he'll bring them as well. Bring them down to the ranged light. We'll pick up a couple of these archers that we're recruiting here as well, just to shore up our range fire. And then as it stands, we might want to send more people, but to be honest, I think we want to concentrate on our research. Speaking of our research, we have to have a little look at our scripts as well. Now that we have unlocked some new spells, so now we should have access to, yes, group barkskin for our bears. So which one will we get rid of? We'll get rid of number 3. This will mean that most of our guys will have barkskin on. That will massively improve their ability to survive. We'll actually also move all of these Nidbathed into this single line here. Unfortunately, we don't have our... Unfortunately, it looks like we did actually lose our profit, which is a little bit of a shame. So we're going to have to sit here and we're going to have to get our bears to change up their scripts ever so slightly, in that we're going to have to get them to cast more of a blessing script rather than just that. So we'll get them to cast blessing, probably double group barkskin. Yep, and then probably iron skin on themselves. So they're not going to be quite as good in terms of combat, but they should hopefully still be fine. Yep, personal iron skin. And we're actually going to get them to advance and cast spells with this new script. So we'll save that script and we'll give that over to them. So they're going to cast a bunch of blessings all down the line that should hopefully hit all of our Nidbathed, then get off group barkskin, personal iron skin, and then attack the closest. As for Cheddar here, so he's going to be casting a bunch of Moss Bodies, but I think rather than Moss Bodies, what we really want him to do is start to cast Quickness. So if we can get 2 Quicknesses off, then 2 Moss Bodies, and then I think we'll give himself probably a barkskin, or sorry, personal barkskin for himself. And we'll get him to do the same. We'll get him to advance and cast spells as well. And I think we'll set that as number 1. We'll change over our wolves here, so they're doing something similar. So they're going quickness, Moss Body, personal barkskin. A little bit of blessing as well. Mostly because I really want to get the quickness off before the Moss Body. Our Nidbathed had the Soul Scar, so they should be able to be alright. The quickness will massively help them, will massively help our troops as well. Basically, anybody who's hit by it is going to be doing quite a lot. We've got our 2 units of Crow Clan. We'll kind of separate them out slightly, just a little bit away from the commanders. A little bit Cub Warriors, and then obviously our Wolf Clan as well coming in. We'll make sure we get some additional province defense here. Looks like there's actually gem deposits here, so we want to keep this place nice and secure. It's really going to help our income. We can see our income's actually shot up massively, which is fantastic. We're building our fortress here, building our castle here. We've got our palisade coming up here, and we're researching, so let's make sure that we're still getting all of our mages out where we can. We've actually got so much money in comparison to what we had before, which is fantastic. A couple more blenders here as well. Looking at our fortifications, we actually have very, very, very good resources in all of the ones that we've put down so far, so I'm quite happy with that. We're going to maybe be a little bit lacking in recruitment points, which might be a little bit of an issue. But hopefully once we get the fortifications upgraded, I mean, that shouldn't be such an issue. We'll make sure we get some more blenders over here. Over here we don't have quite as many resources, it must be said. Let's get some more province defense over here from this recaptured territory. Excellent. Got a lot of barbarians. They did seem to do pretty well. If it wasn't for that that Drake, we would have been fine. So Alteration 4 is a massive level of research for us. The fact that it's giving us not only quickness, but it's also giving us temper flesh. It's giving us stone skin if we wanted to cast that instead, because it's a lower area of effect and it's Earth 2, so we're going to struggle to cast that without Earth gems. We're going to maybe not do that. But getting things like group bark skin out on our units is going to be a massive, massive help. From here, I think we're right to go towards construction. So with construction, we can get access to things like temper armors, which we can do with summon earth power. Don't have that yet. We'll have to get Conjuration 3 when we can. And in fact, we should maybe work on that before enchantment. I think our old age mages have been quite fortunate so far. So I think we'll get Construction 3, Conjuration 3, then we'll work for enchantment level 4. I do really want to get enchantment level 4 though, because I want to start getting things like Poison Ward for when we're using our moss body. And obviously it has the benefit that we can twice spawn. After that, we can potentially go down for things like Horde of Skeleton casting if we would like to. We'll just have to kind of see how we go from there. Right, how are our troops doing? We've got Ogdeburn here. He's just collecting some more troops, so we'll get him to move around. We'll make sure that we're recruiting the Glistening Woods. Indeed we are. Got to make sure that we're recruiting in every single place where we can make mages. I'm thinking we might actually want to build another mage recruiting point over here. This seems pretty safe, this waste. We don't have anything special, unfortunately, but we'll maybe just send out our guy here. As for our pro, Rodvinter, he's going to go around, he's going to search for us a little bit. John Dying, I think, is going to pick up these troops, and he's going to wait here for one more turn just so he can get some more, and then we can send them down, and that should be fine. How are we doing for troops over here? Yep, doing quite nicely. Bunch of our blenders being recruited. We'll get some more troops together, then we'll send them down to the Bog of Beasts. And everything is looking pretty good, I must say. I think we're definitely in a much stronger position in terms of our economy now than we were previously, which is always a good thing. The real question is, I think Murius, can we recruit a little bit of troops? We can maybe just recruit like an archer or two. That'll have to do. There's not really any special units that I've been seeing from these independent lands that we can take, so we're just going to have to deal with our own mages, I think. We might potentially send... We have a lot of money, and we're going to have a lot of money coming in, so I think we're just going to move Heimer out. We're losing a little bit of research for doing this, but we'll still get Construction 2 next turn. I think we'll build another Lab and Temple combination over here, or actually I guess we can just send them down to the Range of Light now that it's a little bit safer. And we can build a temple there as well, and make sure that we're recruiting our guy here. Jaguar Tribe is interesting, gives us another chance to get into blood, but it's only a 10% chance. If I can get a reliable blood mage, then I would do it. I'm hoping that we can potentially go down back into the underground, into where some Zots are, and we can get some blood mages there. That'll really help with our blood economy. We're not really doing any kind of blood hunting as it stands. We can't get on our apprentice. It's literally just our Crow clan who are blood mages. So if we can get a lower mage that can do it, that'd be great. Let's get a couple more Cub Warriors over here. We're going to use this to kind of build up a small force just so we can patrol out this annoying anti-Dominion event, which does seem to happen now and again. Keep moving around our scouts. We'll maybe keep this guy over here. So yeah, it was quite funny last episode where the Simulacrum of Eru was defeated by this Throne Province. Gotta be careful when taking a Throne Province, especially this one, seeing as it has so many troops in it. John Dying, we'll just get you to do a bit of preaching. It's not going to do anything. We've got too high Dominion for that. Oh, actually, we're up to Dominion level 8, so we're constructing enough temples. Once we get to Dominion score 9, that'll be really good for our Nidbaith coming out. They'll actually have more soul scars than before. That'll be fantastic. Okay, so with that, we're out of money. We're out of troop movement. Double checking our research. Construction level 2 next turn. I'm quite happy with how we're moving. Nobody else can really do anything at the moment, and we're getting a lot of our mages out. As long as Pyrene doesn't cancel their non-aggression pact with us, we'll be okay. And it doesn't look like Asphodel has any troops nearby us. Just going to see if there's anywhere I can get another quick cheeky scout. Good over here rather than the archers. Yeah, I think that's probably worth it. We'll get another scout out just so we can keep up the information we've got on our neighbours. And I think with that, we're good to go here. So let's do it. Okay, so construction was completed. Fantastic. There was a battle in Ninaboa. So let's have a little look. It's more of our flappy birds against our province defence. We'll see how we do. So the birds are coming in and then get absolutely destroyed by our province defence, and then they are routed. Fantastic. Looks like there was maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, so the Nidjarl was there as well. Fantastic. So we can see that the blenders have just completely destroyed all of those hawks. They just can't stand up to this double attack that you're getting out. Also, we do have quite a lot of province defence here. 73 province defence is quite a lot. There was also a battle in the Bog of Beasts, so we'll have to see how we do here. This is going to be an interesting one. So Naba is attacking. They have quite a few Gryphons. That's scary. Quite a few summons as well. We're getting our blessings off. Our troops are a little bit... They don't seem quite as numerable as they once did. We're killing off the hawks that are coming in. Okay, we're getting a couple of quicknesses off. Fantastic. Let's see if we can get another one. Hopefully this is point buffing properly. Yep, so it looks like we've got some group Barkskins on the go. The Gryphons are coming in. This is going to be a little bit scary, it's got to be said, especially this shot guy. Hopefully our Nidbathe can clear them out. Looks like we might have lost one of our wolves. And we've definitely almost lost one of our bears, I think. It's going to be close, but fortunately our bears are actually reasonably tanky themselves. Yeah, does look like that we've lost our wolf clan. That is very unfortunate. I'm going to have to see what we do about that. And then the Nidbathe are going to come up against their force here. Still got our bears who are currently on the front line, or kind of supporting the front line. Hopefully they'll be able to be quite useful. And our Nidbathe are trying to get through these lines of giants. It's kind of scary in a sense, just due to how strong they are. But I think our Nidbathe might have the day. Yep, they're chopping them down, they're getting them through. As soon as they can get through that glamour, they're okay. I'd like it if you guys could take out this Drake here. We've also got a fire elemental. This will be quite scary, because we don't have magic weapons, and we're going to get heated up by this. But I'm hoping, yeah, we got a couple of really nice hits through, and that's done the job, and we've managed to kill the dragon. Okay, a shame in a sense. That was quite a costly battle. But it was a fairly big attacking force with a bunch of summons in it as well, so I don't think we did too badly. We lost one of our bears, we lost our Nidjarl, we lost our wolf, who was helping us, and we lost quite a fair amount of our normal troops. We even lost 4 Nidbathe, but the Nidbathe managed to carry the day. So well done, boys. We'll have reinforcements there soon. Let's have a look. There was an unexpected event in the Range of Light. Plague is still here, and we got some water gems. Very nice. We completed Palisades. Fantastic. And with the lack of troops now, we're struggling to defeat the fortress. Big, big shame. Let's have a look. We'll have to try and grab what forces we can and send them back over. Where do the rest of our forces go? They're just here. They're just without a leader. So we'll grab our Nidbathe, we'll pop them on here, and then we'll grab the rest of our guys. Pop them in here like so. So we'll just get them to hold and attack closest. We'll maybe put them kind of like more like checkerboard formation like this. Get them to hold and attack closest. We'll keep up the same script. Very, very unfortunate that we lost our lovely little wolf. And I think that might have been Cheddar, who has gone on holiday. He's gone to that lovely dog farm in the sky. As for our troops here, we're going to send all of these archers up onto Vlidblindi. We're going to send Urpa back over to the Oaklands, and we'll start doing the rest of our turn. So we're going to get our Palisades up. We're going to get these guys here to, other than Urpa, to all move to the Bog of Beasts. We've also got these guys here, look at Heimar as well, who actually, I think you'll find, Cheddar was over here the whole time. I don't know what you guys are saying. So with Cheddar reincarnated successfully, I think we're doing okay. We've got our Palisades up in Roka. Fantastic. Let's build another fortress there, and we can really start to pump out these commanders when we get a second. We're going to keep pumping out more of our wolves. Part of me is wondering if we do get some Ictiids, but there's just not really enough sea to make it worth it. At least not in my mind. I think what we actually want to do is we want to get more blenders if we can. Over here, we didn't find any sites. That's a shame. We'll maybe fly out over to these wastes over here and see what we can do. Over in Nanaboa, Gunnar, thank goodness we had you on patrol so you could help out, get you to grab all of these lovely blender ladies. Hold an attack, we'll set them up in a line, and we'll get you to come down and help out in the Bog of Beasts. Gunlord, I think, had retreated, so we'll go over here. We're still building our fortress here. She can pick up these troops and help ferry them down. Let's have a little look at our recruitment here so we can get a bunch of archers, which I think we will do. So we're going to get into the point where we can start casting things like Wind Guide. Let's construct ourselves over here a temple. Cheddar is moving out. I did kind of plan on him being able to build a temple there, but I think we're actually okay when it comes to mage recruitment at the moment. We can get some knights here, which could be an interesting decision for us to do. And we don't really have any cavalry unless we get some animal summons, and we are a little bit far away in terms of our conjuration research, which is a bit of a shame. Ogdeburn, how are you doing? We'll get you to pick up some more troops. We'll move you down to the Oaklands. We'll maybe get some reinforcing troops here as well. We'll get some more archers that you can pick up from there. Over here, Murius, we'll do the same. We'll get a couple of archers. They can help out. And overall, our troops are doing okay. We'll get these guys to stand up over here. We'll get them to hold an attack, and these guys just fire closest. Cheddar, let's make sure you've got a script on the go. So we've got our Moss Buddy, quickness script. Let's go. We probably could do with some more wolves, but we've actually got a fair amount of wolves. We got a little bit unlucky there, it must be said, with the Gryphons. We weren't expecting a Griffin attack. I probably should have been. But now we have all of our wolves together. We've still got 3 of our bears. Bring these guys in a little bit like so. We should get some good coverage for our spells from this, or so we hope. We'll get Yagon to move to the Bog of Beasts, like so. And then Alfie is another Crows clan. We'll actually get him to move to Nabaa. There seems to be a single Griffin over here. So what we might do instead is with our Cub Warriors, if we get them to hold at the back, then they should hopefully be a juicy target for the enemy flyers. Looks like there is an army over here. Huge wyvern was seen towering over the army. We'll have to keep that in mind. And we'll just keep sending out our scouts to keep an eye on the world. Treasury's gone again. It does seem that we're a little bit... Lodding, why are you diseased, my friend? Not good. Not good at all. We are going to lose one of our Crow clan. I spoke too soon. We don't have the ability to save him as it stands. Can we rush for Enchantment 4? I think we're going to struggle before he dies. Conjuration is really nice. I do want to get it, but maybe we do need to get Enchantment 4 just to secure our investment with our Crow clan. Tell you what, he is researching here. We're going to get construction level 2 next turn. If he moves, we'll still get it. We'll get him to go around site search as best he can. Probably move him over to the Hexwoods. And over here, we don't actually have enough gold to recruit half the leaders that we want to, just because of our infrastructure changes. But that's okay, we'll catch up next. Now, our research is starting to go up quite quickly now, just because we're recruiting mages in so many different places. So I think we're fine. Looks like we're out of commanders as well, in order to move. So yeah, I think we'll move into the Bog of Beasts. We'll continue our sieging down of this. Keep strangling Nabaa as best we can. And see what we can do. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so let's end the turn there. Okay, so a big turn in terms of construction. Obviously, we completed our research and construction, and there's a battle in the Bog of Beasts. Let's have a little look. So this will probably be the rest of the Nabaa force. Yeah, here comes their army. Looks like they've got a couple of spellcasters here as well. So we're going to get our blessing out on our Nidbathed. Fantastic. Hopefully anything that's flying should be attacking our rear troops rather than our commanders. Here they go. Gonna just come on in with our Nidbathed. Get a couple of moss bodies off, couple of quicknesses. Fantastic. And they're going to start charging forward. I'm not too worried about things like these ogres. These ogres will do a lot of damage to them, but they'll just get cut down by the Nidbathed as well. Like, they might be able to hit them once. This guy's taking a lot of damage, but see how the rest of our troops are doing. Kind of coming up on our archers a little bit, but that's fine. Seems like this solitary Nidbathed didn't survive, but he's got a squad of his guys coming in, and they should be hopefully helping out. Ooh, that's a little nice evocation there coming out from their mage. I think we are going to be taking the day, fortunately. Yep, looks at this. Body ethereal, doesn't matter when you're being attacked by a bajillion swords. As soon as you get hit by one, you are just dead. We are losing a lot of Nidbait. I think these are the ones that we are using in expansion. But we can see here they've got the Righteous Wrath. Oh yeah, this one has Dementia. Okay, so he's not going to be a great researcher, but by God can he swing a sword, and he does a lot of damage. And that's really all we need him for. So we're going to keep on coming up. That's a nasty evocation there coming out from the wizard. We need to be able to deal with him as soon as possible. I apologize, I haven't turned on the squares. I completely forgot for this episode. Not now. But it looks like we are going to be winning the day. We're cutting through their giants eventually. Good stuff. Good job, boys. Taking a little bit of fire damage, but they should be running now. Getting a couple more point buffs up, and our troops are running off ahead. Look at them go. He's got Moss Body. He's blurred as well. Fantastic. I can't see any of the guys with quickness on. Ah, here we go. This guy has quickness, but he's also diseased, but that should hopefully wipe when he uses up his next soul scar. You can see him just rushing on ahead, just chopping through this archer line. Good job, Nidbait. Once we can start getting higher density quicknesses off as well, that will really, really help us. But we can already see how much quickness is helping us, as well as the bark skin for our troops. Bark skin plus moss body plus quickness makes a very scary Nidbait indeed. And they have bathed in Naban blood this day. Fantastic. Great job, boys. How was the casualties? So they came us with 88 men. They actually lost pretty much the majority of their force. We lost 25, but the majority of them were archers, cub warriors. We lost 5 of our Nidbait. That does sting a little bit, it must be said. But I think overall that was a good showing from us. See anybody retreated? Vladimir Gluten has managed to escape. Good job, Vladimir. And so an unexpected event has happened in the Range of Light. Plague subsided. We've been wounded in one of our laboratories. That's not good. Pastena still being a little bit annoying. We finished our castle. We finished our fortress. We're still destroying the fort and the Bog of Beasts, but the walls are moderately damaged, and more time is needed to take them down. Overall, I think this is good. We've still got reinforcing troops coming in as well. One of our bears is unfortunately diseased. Old Gemmer. He's not going to be long for this world. That's a shame. But we'll have to do what we can with that. Not much has changed in terms of the front, but I think Nabaa has pretty much run out of steam. I think next episode we might even potentially try and siege the fortress of Nabaa itself. If we can destroy the province defense, stop them from recruiting, then I think we'll be in good steading. Still have loads of gems. Our research is still catching up from our not so great start in terms of being able to get mages out, but with the fact that we have so much foreign recruitment going on, we have so much infrastructure coming up, we're going to start really increasing the number of mages that we have in the coming terms. So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop for today. So I just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, please leave a comment. Let me know if you want to be part of the videos as well as one of our commanders. And if you're interested in supporting the channel further, please consider becoming a member. But thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care.